everyone. Welcome to Game... Oh, that's a podcast. I'm your host, Jim Thatcher Whedon, Cool Guy. My full name is Jim Cool Guy, but all my friends call me Thatcher Whedon.
And I'm a slightly not quite as cool guy. Yeah.
He's my brother-in-law.
I am?
Yeah, that's how last names work.
Oh, my last name is brother-in-law?
No, your last name is slightly not as cool guy.
Slightly not as cool guy brother-in-law. I like this name.
Okay.
And I am not a cool guy, I'm just a guy who may be cool.
Today, we are going to be talking about a video game that came out a few days ago when we recorded this, but probably a month ago when we published this. Editing is a trip. We're talking about Pikmin 4!
Yeah!
I've played Pikmin 4. Ian, have you played Pikmin 4?
I don't play Pikmin 4, Thatcher. I live Pikmin 4. I experience it with all 5 of my senses.
And all of your Pikmin poor?
My Pikmin pores, yes.
Yes. I mean, that's where you pluck Pikmin... No, I'm not going to make that joke. That's too gross.
I was about to say.
So, Ian, Pikmin 4 has a lot of returning Pikmin. What's your favorite returning Pikmin from Pikmin 4?
Oh, I think my favorite personally will have to be the yellow ones. I just love their adorable little ears.
Also, please tell me that people have pop filters because we're using the word P a lot. But yes, the yellow Pikmin are so adorable.
Yes,
Dauntless.
We definitely use the word P a lot.
Yeah. Isaac, what's your favorite Pikmin in Pikmin 4?
I really like the purple and red ones that combine to create a giant Pikmin.
I love that too! It combines the strength of the purple with the fire resistance and attack damage of the red! All them snotty Bulborbs can't stand a chance with my Pred Pikmin.
I loved when they released the trailer announcing it when Shigeru Miyamoto, the famous creator of Pikmin, was being attacked to death by one. And then he was like, oh, I'm just kidding, this is the new Pikmin for the game, guys.
He said, hello, it's me, the real Shigeru Miyamoto. This is a new Pikmin from the game, Pikmin 4.
In his English dubbed voice that we all love so much.
Well, that's his real voice, because it's the real Shigeru Miyamoto.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think my favorite Pikmin in Pikmin 4, it has to be the white Pikmin. I still love the white Pikmin, those adorable little goobers with their big eyes and bigger hearts.
The little scrimblow bimblos, if you will.
They are great.
It's too bad that one of their massive abilities comes from having to kill them.
That is terrible.
What is your guys' favorite enemy in the game? Personally, my favorite is the little baby Snagrets that, walk on one leg. It's adorable as heck.
Those things are kind of the pits. Although the ironic thing is I was gonna say the big boy Snagrets are a fun enemy.
I personally think that the screaming mandrakes.
Those things are the worst. They put both of your squad leaders and all your Pikmin to sleep. Good thing we have Russ to talk to get us a special item to make sure that we never fall asleep.
So true.
Personally, I love the Pikmin 4 game. So many mechanics that came back from the old games just feel so natural and smooth with the new engine.
And so many new mechanics. Like Dog. I thought I would hate Dog, but the way that they implement Dog is really good. He's your other team leader, but he has an equal balance of limitations and special abilities that makes him feel like an entirely different playable character and adds a fun new wrinkle of strategy to pushing your Dandori to the max.
Did you just read that off of the wiki or something?
No, that's off the top of the dome.
That sounds like something you'd read on the back of the box. Just like
I'm the man who writes the back of the box on things.
That would be your job, wouldn't it?
Dauntless, what do you think of all the fun Dandori battles in Pikmin 4 the video game?
They're pretty great. I mean, it's there.
It's definitely present.
I've definitely played Pikmin 4.
Yes. Let's talk about caves. What's your favorite cave?
My favorite is the one where you fight Beelzebub and the reincarnation of the Dark Lord.
I love that one too.
My favorite is Cave Johnson, because you go into the cave and J.K. Simmons starts talking to you and he says, "We need to make combustible lemons."
I don't think I've made it to that cave yet.
Just imagining the opening scene now being voice acted by J.K. Simmons, and I can't stop laughing.
This is PNF 404. Captain Olimar and his crew crash landed here, and the rescue corps were sent out to save him, but their ship exploded. And now you are a recruit who's trying to save him. Holy smokes, that's like the best J.K. Simmons I've ever done. Sorry to toot my own horn there.
It's pretty good.
I want pictures of Pikmin on my desk. Oh, well, we could talk about Pikmin 4 for hours, but we probably shouldn't do a replay of, holy smokes, was it last season in episode 4 where we talked about everything everywhere all at once for 23 minutes?
Probably.
I'm pretty
That's
sure.
That's crazy. Yeah. Time is a flat circle. OTAP is just repeating itself.
Would you say OTAP is the everything bagel of podcasts?
I would say so, because it's an oddly amazing audio variety show where 3 hosts come in every week and present a strange and fun bit.
At least every week when they record.
Yeah, what did I say every week? It's like every other week at best.
And then we release every year once.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Editing is hard.
I mean, hey, at least it's a better release schedule than JonTron or Internet Historian combined. So.
It's also a better release schedule than George R.R. Martin. No, wait, sorry, no. Well,
shots fired.
Maybe
shots fired.
More Patrick Rothfuss. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie. Well,
now that we have made some enemies.
Of people who are just more popular than us.
Speaking of fighting people,
this is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
Oh yeah, nice.
That's awesome. Right. It's a good old callback bit. It's ultimate showdown. We've done some tweaks. We've done some freaks. We've done some reworking to it. I don't think we'll do the big bracket this season, just because I don't know if we'll have the time to. And there's other fun, goofy bits that I'd rather do. But we'll throw out a couple of fun ones, gentlemen.
Cool.
So
love the fun ones.
This season, as opposed to choosing random characters like Sherlock Holmes and the Kool-Aid Man, I decided to go a bit more with a theme, and the theme is movies that I've seen in the past year.
Interesting.
If you haven't heard the Ultimate Showdown bits, which are probably on our YouTube channel, OTAP_podcast by now, here's how they work. We have 2 wacky characters, or groups of characters, and they face off against each other. It's the good old pastime of who would win in a fight, A or B. So, gentlemen, are you ready to meet our competitors?
Yes.
I'm ready.
In this corner, it's your favorite fearless feline hero, Puss in Boots and Team Friendship!
Yeah, woo!
And in the other corner, here to make sure a canon event comes to pass, it's Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara!
Woo!
So, gentlemen, who would win in a fight? Team Friendship from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, or Miguel O'Hara from Spider-Man Spider-Verse, Spider-Verse?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
well,
so
that's
it's just
a good question.
So it's just all of the main cast from Puss in Boots versus
it's Team
Miguel
Friendship, which is Puss in Boots, Kitty Softpaws, and Perrito.
Well, they have the numbers advantage.
They do have the numbers advantage. However, Miguel O'Hara is Spider-Man.
So true. I feel like in order to fully figure this out, there probably will be some spoilers for both Puss in Boots: The Last Wish and also for Spider-Man
Go watch those
Across
things.
the Spider-Verse. So, that
Go
said,
watch them. They're both good. Puss in Boots is on Netflix. Spider-Verse is probably still in theaters.
it is.
If you're watching this and you haven't seen the latest Spider-Verse film yet,
Stop and go watch it. Because by the
please, I
time this
beg
is
of you.
out, they will probably both be streamable.
In the latest Spider-Verse, Spider-Ham dies.
No.
For the sake of animation as an art form, please make this movie the greatest and most watched thing ever, I beg of you. Well, actually, both, honestly. Puss in Boots
Okay,
and
so,
Spider-Verse.
there's obviously the numbers advantage, but yes, you're right. He is Spider-Man. But he also, in the movie, fails to really do much after that first fight scene when they're fighting the Vulture. Like,
Yeah, he kind of does suck.
yeah, he kind of drops the ball. And I feel like if anyone is adept at
Choose your next words carefully.
avoiding capture,
Okay.
it would be Puss in Boots. And with friends who can, team up, I think they have it in the bag, even though the cats are out of the bag.
Hey. Well, let's go over Miguel O'Hara's abilities real quick. If we look at the marvel.fandom.com, we can see that Miguel O'Hara has superhuman strength, superhuman speed, accelerated decoy, which I don't know what that means, agility, reflexes, stamina, telepathy? Apparently he has telepathy, night vision, superhuman touch. Miguel's sense of touch is extremely acute and far more sensitive compared to regular humans.
Gotcha.
Boy, I love that arc of the original Spider-Man 2099 run, where Miguel is in Target trying to figure out which minifigure's in the bag using his superhuman touch. Talons and fangs and organic webbing.
So, pretty similar in, superhuman speed and strength. Seems kind of like the wolf, and we know how that fight went.
We do know how that fight went. And, the wolf had talons.
And
Miguel
that
has
was
talons.
just Puss in Boots by himself.
However,
When you add in Kitty's soft paws.
I will say this: the wolf wasn't defeated. He's like, Puss, you've changed. I'm just not into it anymore, and left. It was
So
kind
true.
of
But he didn't leave at a point where he had, per se, beaten Puss in Boots. And had,
No.
like a blade to his throat and was like, now I'll let you live. They were very much
right.
still fighting, a little evenly matched there.
I will say this: Miguel O'Hara also has optical photosensitivity. I don't know what that has to do, but I'm just scrolling through the wiki page.
What are your thoughts on this, Ian?
I'm just imagining the scenario in my head, and it's maybe they would be able to get the jump on Miguel O'Hara, because maybe Perrito can do something adorable, which
Oh my
distracts
gosh.
him,
Oh
because
my
he's just that
gosh.
cute of a scrimbly
But
bimbo.
we already know that Miguel is not that distracted by adorableness because of Spider-Man's daughter.
That is true.
Oh my gosh, I need the crossover adventure between Miguel and Perrito of just Miguel going around the Spider-Verse being super done with everything, and Perrito's like, oh my gosh, it's the Vulture, that's so cool! Oh, please give Miguel a therapy dog in the form of Perrito. Please make this happen. I'm sorry, I gotta go write fanfiction.
Of all the fan fiction for you to write, I didn't expect it to be Perrito and Miguel O'Hara. That's a bit out of left field.
I was gonna say Perrito x Miguel O'Hara, but that means something entirely different, and I don't want to get into that.
So yeah, I'm still leaning towards Puss in Boots because of the numbers.
I don't know, because I feel like Miguel could web shot trap the members of Puss in Boots. I don't know. I don't know.
But he'd have to web all of them. Because otherwise it's a game of freeze tag, and maybe he gets one and then they get rescued.
I don't know. I'm thinking the fight would play out. They try to do some fun acrobatics or something. I think Miguel, through sheer rage, the fact that he's half spider, literally, and his magical spinnerets, I think he could trap them. But I don't think he would be like, and this is where you meet your untimely demise. I think he would trap them, and then he'd be like, actually, you guys aren't that bad, and they'd walk away as friends, because it's team friendship.
It really depends on what the situation of their fight is.
Well, in the original Ultimate Showdown, it was a death match, but I don't feel that angy today. So I think it's just uncle rules. The first team to say uncle. Oh, the first team to say uncle. Dang it, they're gonna be at this for the rest of their lives. I don't know. I still think Miguel would win.
Ian, you're the only one who has not picked a side.
Yeah, you're the deciding vote.
Oh man, it's hard.
So much pressure.
I mean, I could see team friendship, like, I mean, it's looking pretty grim overall for team friendship when you think about just the sheer raw power level of the characters in question.
I will say this. Team friendship has managed to defeat a giant John Mulaney. Miguel O'Hara has only befriended a small John Mulaney.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
John Mulaney is an actor, and he played both Jack Purple Thumb and Hammer Spide. Gosh, I can't think of character names.
I like Hammers. That's great.
Hammer Spide. He played Spider-Ham, and then Jack Horner.
Gotcha. I did not realize he played both of them. Not sure how I didn't realize that.
I think that because Spidey Sense exists, which is kind of like way more OP than people give it credit for, I feel like Miguel O'Hara would win purely off of like that, just like that thing alone. Like if Miguel O'Hara didn't have Spidey Sense, I feel like then maybe Kitty would be able to like maybe steal the web shooters off of his wrists without him knowing.
That would be hard since they're organic web shooters that are built into his body.
Oh, I forgot about that. Ooh.
That would be gruesome.
Doesn't matter, she'll do it anyway.
However, I will say this. Spinneret blockage. If his spinnerets were to be blocked or held by something with sufficient strength, Miguel would be unable to spin webs.
Yeah, it's just that Spidey Sense, man, I'm telling you. Like, they could do so much if it just didn't exist.
It doesn't come up as much as you would think in the Spider-Verse stuff, though.
No, probably because it's nasty.
No, the Spidey Sense?
Oh, Spidey... No, I meant the spinnerets.
Well, yeah, but so Ian was saying that, like, he'd win based on Spider Sense alone. And
gotcha.
In the Spider-Verse movies, like, Spidey Sense comes up, but it really, like, it's not usually early enough for them to actually avoid getting hit.
Actually, that's a good point, because Miguel O'Hara just...
And it would not... I don't think Spider-Sense would, like, if Miguel didn't have organic web shooters, I don't think it would tell him that Kitty Softball's trying to steal his web shooters.
Yeah, especially because in the movie, and this is a spoiler-ish kind of sort of maybe, I mean, not really, but still something that happens. In the movie, like, he's about to get hit by the Da Vinci art style guy, and he, like, doesn't even realize it's about to happen until he gets hit by him. So, like, I guess he doesn't really have, like, the ability to have good Spidey Sense, like Miles does.
I just think that the Spider Sense is more complicated in Spider-Verse than, like, it warns you about everything in time for you to avoid said thing.
Yeah.
For Miles as well.
I guess I would have to limit it, because, like, imagine if Spider Sense just warned you about every, like, hit or attack or just threat to your person at any given time, and it just was, like, 100% effective.
I mean, if we go off of the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s logic, there are scenes when Spider-Man's at a party and, like, his ex is gonna walk into the room and his Spider Sense goes off.
That's just funny.
That's kind of funny, actually. At least in Spider-Verse stuff, it's I feel like it's more of a sixth sense thing of like, I'm not looking behind me right now, but something's about to go bad. Not what's about to go bad, but something's about to go bad. So
Yeah,
then instead
yeah.
of looking behind me to see what, I'm just gonna dodge to the right and hope that is enough.
I still think Miguel could win, just through sheer rage.
Rage.
But he would trap them, and then they would walk away as friends. Dauntless, you think that Team Friendship could win?
I think Team Friendship could win.
And Ian, who do you think would win?
Final vote.
Alright, my final verdict. If these characters truly are fighting each other, I think that Miguel O'Hara would win.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you heard it here, folks. However, we want to know what you think.
So comment down below what you think.
Well, actually, yeah, we're going to have a poll probably on our YouTube aforementioned, which is OTAP_podcast. A link in the description. But, we'll have a good old who won, who's next, you decide type of thing. Next bit.
Ian.
Oh, me?
James.
Alright, cool. So I love that I literally thought this up like a minute before we started recording because I had an issue finding a bit for today. So I randomly
You had
stumbled
a bit
upon
of an issue?
You beat me to it, you cheeky dog.
Oh, har. You guys are funny.
Great minds think alike.
Great, thanks, mind alike.
So true.
Very true.
So yeah, very last minute, I thought of a brilliant idea. What if I read off a bunch of silly, weird, strange laws in the United States, and we can see which ones all three of us have broken before?
Oh,
I can't go back to jail! I can't go back to jail!
I'm excited for this.
I like
Now,
it.
I haven't read much off of this list, but there's like maybe 15, like 12 to 15 laws here. And I'm just going to read through each of them, and we're all going to say whether or not we've either done these things or maybe done something roughly similar. What do you guys think?
Okay, roughly similar. I've kind of shot a man in cold blood.
I mean, these laws are weirder than that, though.
Oh.
It was with an airsoft gun.
Don't ask me about the blood, though.
All right, shall I begin, you law-abiding citizens?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Watch as we discover that none of us have broken any of these.
Yeah, also place your bets on who's more of a rebel rouser.
All right. Number 1. Don't drive blindfolded in Alabama.
Oh, no!
It's illegal to drive blindfolded in the city of Alabama, but the law doesn't stop there. It also says that drivers aren't allowed to drive a car if they can't see what's in front or on the other side of it.
I wonder why this is a law.
When I was in high school, I parked my car outside. I still do, but in the winters, it would get super, frosty on the windows, and I'm like, I have to go to school. I don't have time to scrape this off. Well, actually, no, I would scrape some of it off, but, it would still be there. So even though I crank up the defroster, it would take a while. And I remember one time I couldn't really see anything, and I go to make a turn, and I hit the side of my car, hit a fire hydrant, and there was a dent in my car for the rest of its life.
So I guess technically you did a rebel.
But he's not in Alabama.
Even though you are, Ian.
Oh my gosh, I am in Alabama. I just realized.
Well, don't drive with a
Oh
blindfold.
gosh, no.
Look around you! Alabama's right there!
It says here that other weird laws in the United States in relation to vehicles include you can't wash your neighbor's car without permission in Los Angeles.
Accurate.
It's illegal to drive while your dog is tethered to your car in Alaska. You can't drive a car in reverse on public roads in Arizona. You're not allowed to drive a black car on Sunday in Denver, Colorado, and it's illegal to run out of gas in Youngstown, Ohio.
I do want to say this. The Alaska one kind of makes sense because sled dogs are a thing.
Fair.
True.
I can imagine somebody I gotta train for the Iditarod, so he ties his dog to the back of his car and is like, okay, you're gonna get some practice running. This is super inhumane, by the way.
My gosh, there's a link on this website that takes me to a massive list of just weird road laws in every state, and I'm going to definitely use this for another bit one day.
Part 2.
All right, number 2, sip and spit only.
What?
What a strange title. Despite the legal drinking age being 21 in 4 states in America, there is a strange loophole. Students at a culinary school in Illinois can consume wine while underage if they spit it out.
Oh, yeah.
It was argued that culinary students should know their wine well, and that this would be an important factor in receiving a valuable education. So the state passed the sip and spit law, allowing culinary students to taste the wine as long as they spit it out afterwards so that they are able to understand this crucial area of their education.
Huh.
Sip and Spit was my favorite toy as a kid, right next to the Sit and Spin.
Hmm.
I mean, it's kind of funny because, like, I feel like that's like a weird. I mean, it like makes sense because it's like they're spitting it out, so they're not consuming it. But like a single sip of wine couldn't even make like a 5-year-old drunk. So it's like,
Well, hold on there, partner.
And it's
Well, like,
not just about like making you drunk, but also my guess is they're probably trying more than one wine
Yeah.
at a time.
I mean, that's what you do at wine tastings. Even like full-grown adults at wine tastings aren't like, "Yo, give me that bottle, chief." They do the Sip and Spit as well.
we're all doing the sip and spit.
We're all doing it, America. Wake up!
All right, number 3, you can't.
Oh, we're not
send...
going to talk about if we've broken that law.
Oh yeah.
Because I've broken it. I've had a little bit of wine.
I too have had a bit of the win.
Well, so I have as well, but it's within the the house confines, which I'm pretty sure it's not illegal.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. In Washington,
If we turn to Washington state law, it's perfectly legal to drink alcohol if your parents or guardians are approved of it.
I honestly kind of like that law, especially because, like, in my humble and personal opinion, I don't think that 21 as like the age limit for the alcohol is necessarily the most necessary
The most
ever.
necessary thing. It's that's a necessity. Necessarily.
The bare necessities.
third law. Give us now a third law.
I love this. You can't send unsolicited pizza. If in Louisiana, don't try to send anyone a surprise pizza or you'll have to pay heavily for this appalling gesture. A whole $500 fine is coming your way.
Oh my
What?
gosh. I didn't think you were going to say pizza, but I'm glad you did. And secondly, I have wanted to do this so much.
It makes sense though, because it's like you're sending someone else a pizza and you're like kind of like if they didn't want it or if they like can't eat it for any reason, it's like you kind of wasted their time.
It's free pizza, though. It's the best thing.
It is free pizza.
What would you do? You get a knock on the door. You're like, great. I have to talk to some Jehovah's Witnesses or something. You open the door. It's the guy with the free saw, and he gives it to you. Louisiana, y'all are on something different.
I love how this website describes it as a heavily
It is
appalling gesture.
appalling.
Heavily appalling. Well, in Louisiana it is. Because the only pizzas they have there have gumbo on them, and nobody wants a gumbo pizza.
I mean, I don't know enough about Louisiana, but Louisiana may as well be worse than Ohio, I guess, in that sense. So
What?
We're just state bashing now.
State bashing. State bashing.
I will bash all the states, to be fair. Alright, next one up here. Criminals can't protect themselves from bullet wounds. If you're found wearing a bulletproof vest while committing a crime in New Jersey, you will not only be charged with the crime, but have to be charged additionally for trying to protect another person or yourself against bullet wounds.
What?
What?
That's crazy. What?
What?
Like, nah, forget
Wait.
defending yourself. You don't need
Does this
that.
mean... What if you do like a dumb petty crime, like vandalism, something you wouldn't get shot at when you're wearing a bulletproof vest? Does that?
Then you get charged
That's
with wearing a
insane.
bulletproof vest, man.
That's insane.
I think for me the most insane part is just that, like, basically it's like, no, if you do crime, you deserve to be shot and have it hurt.
Yeah, that's
Like, why
Oh
are
my
you protecting
goodness.
yourself?
I would still think that a bulletproof vest, you would still... I don't think it's like a magical vest made of bullet fairies that are like, oh, there's a bullet, don't worry, I'll get this for you. I think there's still some bit of an
oh yeah,
impact.
no,
there.
definitely. But it's more to keep you from like, having serious injury or dying.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, man,
That's this is it. This is going to be my platform as New Jersey state governor. I'm going to move to New Jersey, become a New Jersey citizen, and then I'm going to run for governor there.
This must be changed. This is a crime against civil rights. I will not stand
We will make
for this.
2 turnpikes, and we'll remove the bulletproof vest law.
Number I think we're on 5 now. 5? Yeah, we're on 5. If you're a bingo lover, you'll hate to find out that a game cannot last more than 5 hours in North Carolina. It's even worse.
Ah, man.
It's even worse if you like a little glass of wine while playing, because in this state, it is illegal to be intoxicated while playing bingo.
You have to sip and spit.
What?
So all those drunk old ladies at the bingo parlor are about to get arrested.
They take their bingo seriously.
This law was put into place by an old husband who was stuck at the bingo parlor for 6 hours with his wife.
And he's like, never again.
Never.
Darn it, Bethany. You spent so much dang time, you get all liquored up, and you use all of our monthly stipend on bingo cards.
I just imagined a scenario where it's just like 20 old women who just get arrested at a parlor at the same time because like the cops find them all just drunk playing bingo for like 8 hours straight, and they're just like all lined up on these cop cars being arrested.
The cops have set up a stockade outside, and they have a timer, and it's like 4:59, and they're like, guys, one more minute, we got them.
One of the old ladies wasn't in. They were a cop.
I'm sure this has to be like an official bingo game of some kind for this rule to actually take effect, but that is really funny.
Underground bingo speakeasies.
We go for 6 hours.
We bingo hard.
We don't care if the cops come.
Get Matilda over here. We're bingoing for 8 hours.
Someone bring the booze.
You just go into a police station and there's just like a bunch of like old women that are just like handcuffed in these chairs lined up to be like interrogated.
One's getting a prison tattoo, the other one's smoking a cigarette.
And the other one's knitting a scarf with like a skull on it.
Oh, I love this. This is great. You got one more law for us, James?
I mean, there's a bunch on here. I could like speedrun, or should I maybe save more for later?
Let's do one more.
All right.
Let's do one more.
Oh wait, yeah. Has anyone ever broken this law?
Bingo in for more than 5 hours? No.
All right, this one looks like, oh man, I'm very intrigued. No sweets for adults. If you're over 14 years old, you cannot trick or treat in Chesapeake City, Virginia. Adults involved in the trick-or-treating festivities must only be accompanying a child and not engaging in trick-or-treating themselves. However, the under 14s are not totally free from restrictions either, and they will be subjected to an 8 p.m. curfew as well. Happy Halloween.
Huh.
I don't know.
Why is it so strict for no reason? Like, oh, even if you're under 14, don't be out too late, kids.
I think I've broken... I don't know if I've broken this law.
Were you ever in Chesapeake City, Virginia?
When did I stop trick-or-treating?
I'm pretty sure I have.
You've trick-or-treated over the age of 14?
Pretty sure.
Okay, I'm not sure.
And I've also definitely been out past 8. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I don't think I've ever actually gone trick-or-treating, because we always did trunk-or-treating, because that was what Plain does. Leavenworth had trick-or-treating, but I never ended up doing that, because all my friends went to the trunk-or-treating.
I got dressed up, and still get dressed up.
Unfortunately, because my family was very, what's the word? Oh no, I actually don't know the word. Dang it, I was trying to make a joke about like, oh, what's the word I'm trying to look for? But I actually have no idea. Shoot. Oh, they're paranoid. My family was very paranoid about Halloween because like the horror stories of like apples with razor blades, even though I'm pretty sure that technically only ever happened like once.
Who gives
randomly
out
for
an
no
apple
reason.
on Halloween?
But yeah, I never like it's it's so funny. There were even points where like my family would literally just put like a piece of paper over our door saying that we weren't home and that we couldn't give out candy even though we were just sitting inside with all the lights off so that they wouldn't know we were there.
Mother, why must we sit with the lights off?
It felt like the zombie apocalypse. There were just kids walking outside with flashlights, and like we just heard them going by, and everyone would just be like, "Shh, be quiet, or they'll hear us."
They can hear us. They can hear us.
Oh man.
That's fun.
But yeah, no trick or treating for me, unfortunately. So
We should do that, Ian. We should help you relive the childhood you never had and go trick or treating.
I could pass as someone under the age of like 16.
I mean, you've already passed as my son before.
Oh yeah, we should tell that story actually really quickly because that's hilarious.
I think we have, but in case we haven't, we went to a play one time. Ian and I did, and there were adults tickets and kids tickets, and I go up and I get my ticket, and Ian goes up and gets his ticket, and they charge him for the kids ticket.
I was saved $5.
That's hilarious.
It was so funny. Oh, it was good.
Nice.
Well, speaking of nice, Dauntless, you got a bit for us.
See, I too had trouble coming up with bits. And you know what? I decided, why not make a bit about finding my next bit?
Oh, deliciously meta.
So, I found a list of funny podcast topics.
Oh,
I was thinking we could go through them and talk about which ones you think would actually be funny to do for this podcast.
In a segment we like to call Bit or That.
Yes, that is what it is now called. So, the first one, I don't know that it sounds too great, and you have to find something very specific, but the worst advice ever given.
Oh, we could
Maybe we just start coming up with our own advice to give people.
I mean, we could always do the email us if you have problems and we'll help you.
So true, but then we might be bridging too much into other podcast territory.
Trying to hone in on somebody else's racket.
The second one, though, really stuck out as something that I think you would have fun with, Thatcher, because you kind of already do it somewhat, is a history of weird inventions.
Oh, I mean, are you talking about the Crypt Master or the Spookmaster General, or just in general?
Both.
Yeah, no, that could be fun.
This one we had sort of done previously when the conversation starters ones, but this is celebrity lookalikes and doppelgangers.
Whoa, hold up, what?
Because in one of the earlier bits, I'd done conversation starters, and one of them was, you go up and you ask someone which, if they were to play, who would they have cast to play themselves in a movie about themselves?
Right, I remember that. I got Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, and I think at this point now mine would be Ben Barnes, but it'd have to start when I'm like 35, because he's 40. He doesn't look 40, but man, yeah. So that could be a fun one.
I mean, what else would we? I mean, like, if we were to do an entire bit, pitch me on it.
That's true.
I'm gonna get my good business mogul friend John Taco Bell out of the closet. Hello. All right,
is that John Taco Bell?
Yes, it is. It's been a while. Actually, it has, and I think I've been on episode 2. All right, so you got some bits. Hello, welcome to Who Wants to Be a Podcast Millionaire. Alrighty, so pitch me on this.
See, the thing is, we kind of have already done it.
Right.
But we could even do something of like looking at past photos of ourselves and maybe speculating at future ones and trying to figure out what, if you were to have like a movie of your entire life,
right,
who would play you at which moments in time?
Right.
Who would be the child actor? Who would be the teenager? The etc. etc. etc.
I like this idea. Mr. Eben, who would be your child actor?
The little boy who plays the kid in Goldbergs?
Yes!
Yeah, it'd be him.
Could we? That would be mine too!
I feel like that kid represents both of us perfectly. It's his own way.
It's the same movie and the kid plays both of you.
It's like freaking Parent Trap or something. Oh, that would be... Yes! Ian, you got it in one.
I think this next one would be pretty fun, and we haven't really done it before, I don't think. Conspiracy theories that are too ridiculous to believe.
Haha, that's right up my alley.
Give me an example.
Just super wacky ones, like the moon is made of cheese.
I
I mean, Wallace and Gromit proved that.
That's where we get
Exactly.
all the queso products
And,
from Taco Bell.
and bread is real.
I mean, I've never seen it. We don't sell it. I think that one's fake.
So I think that could be a fun one. We could roll with that one. This next one kind of just goes back to I think it was our first, like the first bit of our seasons. Maybe it was in the middle. Worst pickup lines in history.
Oh yeah, that was season 1. Yeah.
I know at one point we had dad jokes, and I'm trying to
we
remember when that switched.
I think season pickup lines. Wait, isn't this season pickup lines? No, this season is
The
famous
first
last
part
words.
of season 1
Yeah.
was dad jokes. Then it became
Thinking
pickup
about
lines
stuff.
after a little while.
Okay, so it started with
okay.
dad jokes, then went to pickup lines, and now we're on.
And then I
last
think it
words.
went back to dad jokes for the Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah. This one could be interesting. We learned something with this one. Strange phobias you never knew existed. Get all scientific with the different terminologies.
I mean, I'm afraid of whales and horses, so yeah, this could work.
I have this really crazy one. It's Isaacophobia. It's fear of people named Isaac. It's very strange.
Ah, that is very strange.
He's talking again.
It's
Oh, and you know what? We just did this one. The most ridiculous laws still in the books.
oh my gosh, the podcast continues to repeat itself.
I see the future.
Ooh, this could go on for a while. I think we should do. This might be my next one, I think.
Okay.
We'll see. Conspiracy theories about everyday objects.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, like pop filters. Where do they come from? Many people believe that pop filters are just a convenient audio tool, but in reality, they're something much more devilish.
And lamps are alive.
What is an air fryer? How do you fry with air?
What? How do you fry an air fry? Wait, hold on.
An air fried air fryer.
The
You just get a small
government-
air fryer and you stick
The
it in the
government is charging us to fry our air, and we've been able to fry our air for millennia. Lamps are alive.
So I think this could be a fun one that we could come up with some wacky conspiracy theories that we could start peddling around.
I mean, yeah, we've already come up with them. Let's put this one on the table. Write a note, stick a pin in it. I will invest 15 spicy sauce packets. John Taco Bell will invest 15 spicy sauce packets. That's pretty good. He does not give that offer to everyone. I think you should take him up.
I will.
Is that mild or hot sauce?
I said spicy.
That's not a category of spiciness.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's the purple sauce packets. It's the purple and red sauce packets. They mix together and they become an even more powerful sauce packet.
Ooh. Do you guys ever have that moment when you are listening to a song that you've heard many times before and you realize you've had the lyrics wrong?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, just me. Well, this could be one. The funniest misheard song lyrics of all time. For instance, Adele's Rolling in the Deep. The background singers are saying, "You're gonna wish you never had met me." And when I was a kid, I thought they were saying something about sheep. You're gonna wish sheep never da 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 da.
My favorite is Carly Rae Jepsen's famous song "Call Me Gravy." Everybody thinks it's "Call Me Maybe," but it's Call me Gravy. She's trying to get a new nickname to catch on. She's like, hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but here's my number. Call me Gravy. Gravy Ray Jepsen, this one goes out to you. We may find the title of the episode. Oh, well, that's fun.
Let's see, what's another good one? The worst jobs in the world. Maybe.
Poop checker.
Yeah, I was like, there's probably all very similar. Would be my guess.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about this? Weirdest food combinations people swear by, and then we have to actually try some of them.
Rinds and Creame. Rinds and Creame. Rinds and Creame. Rinds and Creame. Rinds and
Do
Creame.
you swear by it?
In this house we stand Rinds and Creame.
Ketchup on macaroni. Okay, actually, that's not what I'm going to vouch by.
I am going to die on the Rinds and Creame hill. For people who don't know, it's pork rinds and melted vanilla ice
Oh
cream.
yeah, actually no, that's my hill as well. I'll die on that one too.
Because you'll both sink into the melted vanilla ice cream and drown.
But we have the pork rinds to cling to.
Until they get soggy.
It's kind of like how fries with shakes are good for some reason. It's kind of like that in a weird way.
Yeah. It's like the pork rind is one of those, it's like a bad ice cream cone, the pork rind is. But it's got that nice bacony flavor to it.
Not gonna lie, the idea of like an ice cream cone made out of like pork rind sounds pretty good for some reason.
But then you have to grow conical pigs, and that's a troublesome thing. Hi, my name's Farmer Daniel. This here's my cone pig.
It's just a pig with one of those like cones of shame.
Except it's like inverted and it's like its body.
You see, Japan put watermelon in boxes, and that gave them square watermelon, so I'm trying the same thing here.
That'd be so weird.
That's my cone pig Bertha.
Cone pig.
Say hi, Bertha.
Okay, here's another one. The weirdest things people have collected.
I thought you were going to say people have put in their stomachs. I don't know why I went there.
No, that was the previous one.
Hey! You serious?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, weirdest things people have collected. There's some weird things out there.
Like the Leavenworth Nutcracker Museum is literally just because a couple people were collecting nutcrackers from everywhere they went, and then realized that this was an expensive hobby, and so they turned it into a museum to make money.
I didn't know you could make a museum that easily. Frickin' I could open up Thatcher Whedon's Amiibo Museum. Like,
Eden can do it with her gnomes.
yeah, frickin' it's not hard. Hey, you know what? Maybe the podcast business isn't for me. I just gotta make a museum. What can I sell? Thatcher Whedon's half-empty bags of chips museum.
You keep those around?
Thatcher, yes, I do, because I don't eat them.
Even though a lot of people do this, like quite a few people collect these, I still will never understand why. But like the spoons, you know, with like the decorations on them.
A fancy spoon.
Like if you're not gonna use them, why even bother?
Of course, I realize that argument could also be used for Amiibo.
No, but I need my Link one.
Most things that people collect don't have uses, turns out.
Yeah.
Amiibo do. If you open them.
That is true. Actually, yeah, I think for me, like, if I would collect something, it would be something that, like, actually can be used for something.
Have you guys ever completed a collection?
I think a coin collecting book that I got when I was much younger, that's sitting downstairs, I think it has everything.
Dang.
I have collected a book series that I got into when I was young. It's a reference book series about strange questions about everyday things, and I'm super happy because they're like from the 80s to 2006, and I got all of them.
Wow.
Very happy.
Well, I think that those are the ones for me, and I think the main one that really stood out with conspiracy theories about everyday life.
I look very forward to doing that.
But also maybe phobias. Maybe a future one will be phobias.
I look very forward to both of these. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. So before we go, we need to say...
Bye-bye.
No, we have a famous last words, but also you can find us on our socials and stuff.
You can find us on the Dying Bird app at OTAP_podcast.
Dying Bird app.
It's a great app.
You could also find us on the Thriving Funny video app at OTAP_podcast.
And also you can find us at Lamp.
Lamp.
It's alive.
Turn on your lamp. I'm there. Oh no. Oh man. This is gonna get a little naughty, but if lamps are alive, turning them on has an entirely different definition now. Is that a light bulb in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? You can find us...
That's why they have shades.
No! Shades are lamp pants!
What did you
I was gonna say stuffs that precede you, but...
Oh gosh. This is no This is no more worse than flowers. We have a Gmail where you can Gmail us your problems or people who you want to see fight. It's ohthatpod@gmail.com.
So, like, if you want Ian and I to fight, then too bad.
I'll fight you.
Ultimate Showdown, the next episode. Who'd
But
win,
if you
Ian
want
or
John
Isaac?
Taco Bell and Barry to fight,
That would be a battle for the ages.
we might be able to swing that. Hey, where is Barry?
I don't know. Ian, where is Barry?
Last I heard, he was taking his coffee break. I think he's just in the break room listening to Sinatra.
He drinks coffee?
Usually listens to Sinatra.
Why do we give him a coffee break? He doesn't drink coffee.
I'm surprised that he's listening to Sinatra.
I'm surprised that he's still here.
Does he even have ears?
I think so. He's a robot. He has microphones.
Ah.
We have a Redbubble. It's OTAP-store. We have fun merch designs and maybe adding more. Whoa!
Woohoo. You can get stickers like the Fish Tree Brigade and Jaloker.
Or what it or we have a fun little OTAP hamburger that just has the word OTAP, but it's a burger and fries. It's fun. It's kitschy. It's not kitschy.
But it might have ketchup.
It's ketchup. Ian, do you have our funny, famous last words?
I do actually. I scrolled to a random spot and found this, and I'm very happy because this is the weirdest thing ever. All right. Here are the famous last words of Chico Marx.
Chico Marx? Oh, one of the Marx brothers.
Remember, honey, don't forget what I told you. Put in my coffin a deck of cards, a mashy niblick, and a pretty blonde.
What's a mashy niblick?
It's a golf club.
Well, that's very funny. Thank you everybody for listening to Oh That's a Podcast. Happy Year of the Raccoon. Find the treasure in the trash and make sure to juice up your podcast. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Take care.
That's sweet. I hate sweet. I need photos. Photos of...
This is a poetry journal.
Okay, then poems about... And I want to finish before you start. And before you finish, give me some coffee. And the poem should have the following rhyme scheme. A, B, B, C, B, A, C, D, D, E, C, D, B, A, B, A, B, B, C,